Hi guys, Emma from Yellow Brick Roads here, helping you build your confidence whilst I am building my own. I hope you're all having a lovely day. At the weekend, we had a lovely weekend and I watched BGT at the weekend. It was brilliant. I don't know if anybody else managed to watch it. We don't often sit down as a family, which we should do a lot more. But Saturday night we certainly did, and we watched Britain's Got Talent. And it was good, really, really good. And they had a pause. So throughout the adverts, everything stopped. I don't know if anyone saw it, and everything went completely silent. And it was so funny because they were talking about sort of anxiety. They're focusing on this so much more now. But they were talking about anxiety and stress in all of us, but in a lot of young children. And they were saying, I'm sure the facts or the stats were something like 40%. Of how much it's risen in children of such a young age. And Simon Cowell said something, and I thought, do you know what, this is so relevant, and it's something that we all need to be completely, we should all be mindful of. But he said, in the way the world is today, with all this uncertainty and all this stress and all this worry, and we just feel so uneasy, we don't know what's going on, we're doubting absolutely everything, we can't put our faith in anything. He said all we really want to do as sort of human beings is to feel good. And I thought about it, and I thought it's so basic. We just want to feel good, whatever it is. We just want to feel good. We don't want to be feeling so stressed and so anxious. Hi Donna, how you doing? And be worrying about absolutely everything. So I think I want to introduce you an exercise of a book that I read quite a while ago, and there's these 5 happiness habits. So there's 5 things that you can do that are going to help you create that feeling of basically feeling good. Right, I'm going to refer to my notes, otherwise I'm going to go off on one. If anybody did watch it, just put a high five or put a note in the comments to let me know that you watched it. But I want to introduce this to you. So if there's 5 happiness habits, I put, as far as I'm concerned, I believe happiness leads to success. We all have bad days. But if you have more good days than bad, and you build the good habits rather than the bad habits, you're going to feel so much better in yourself and in your life, and you're going to embrace the unknown so much better. Because I think that's the other thing. We're all absolutely terrified of uncertainty of what's to come. We don't know what's to come. We hear all these different things from different places, and that makes us feel anxious. That scares us. If we can embrace the uncertainty, if we can embrace the unknown, because we've developed better habits and we're in a good place and we're feeling good, that's a win-win. I've put all these habits are going to make you feel better, and they're going to make you grow in confidence. So the first happiness habit, the first exercise that you can do initially, is defining what happiness looks like to you. So I've put here, we throw the word happiness around all the time, but happiness means different things to different people. I've put what really makes you happy, and what does being happy really look like to you. Now there's probably going to be so many things that make you feel happy, or that, I don't know, places or anything. And I've put, if you write these things down, write them all down, and then you want to circle your top 5. You want to put big circles around your top 5. And I've put here, it clarifies those special things that bring you true happiness. Once you have them written down, you can begin to focus on them. The point of this exercise is to be aware of the things that really do light you up and that bring you joy, so that you can do more of them on a daily basis and make yourself feel good. All happiness starts by thinking through and defining the term as it applies to your current life. I've put here, top tip, do not confuse happiness with goals. We all have achievement and financial goals, but know the difference between your goals and what makes you happy, because they are 2 completely different things. So I say an example of that for me. I've got my goals of what I want to achieve in my business, in my personal life. So they're my goals, but them goals aren't necessarily the things that are making me happy. So I love being around, spending time with my kids. So if I enjoy spending time with my kids and they're making me happy, going to the beach, doing our surfing, you want to be aware of that and do more of that, embed more of that into your daily life. But yeah, I thought it was really, this weekend I thought it was really good. It was funny when they had this 1 minute silence in the middle of the program when the adverts were coming on, but no one was talking. And it's all about creating conversations. It's all about us being able to talk to each other, because we just don't talk anymore. Even when it comes to business, for me, I send messages, I send voice messages. In fact, I probably do anything, because of the pace of it, to not get on the phone. You know, you don't tend to actually pick up the phone and have a conversation or even speak to somebody, you know, in the house. Sometimes I even text Matt from another room. It's ridiculous. And it's funny because we sat there, and none of us said anything because it was silent, and we were all quiet because it was a bit odd. So I said, look, we've got to talk. The whole point of this couple of minutes or this minute is for us to talk. So we did. We started talking, and I was asking random questions because I didn't know what to talk about. It sort of threw me a little bit, but we started chatting, and we were asking random questions. And I think this is the key thing. We all have we all have mental health issues. Like we have health issues. We're all at risk of that. And we all need to be able to talk about it. That's got to be the first step, to be able to open up and to talk about it. So yeah, I think it's all about creating habits that are going to make us feel better, that are going to make us feel good, and that are going to give us the confidence and the courage to open up and just to talk to each other. So that's it from me today, guys. Have a lovely day. I will be back next week, and I will catch up with you all soon. See you later.